There we go. That's not helping. Come on, man. Pull that over. There we go. You know, 1 second here. Come on, screens, work with me here. That's weird. You are not being helpful on this one, are you? Go this way. There you go. That'll be a lot better. Now we're looking good. Alright, just making sure we're all set here. Come on. I think I got a little bit of lag. I'm working on it. There we go. Wait. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. It was right there. It was right there. Just need 1 second. There we go. Okay, that's a lot better. All right. Welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, P.I. McLeod. It is day 4126, and here we go. What are we getting into today? Nothing much. It's my lunch break, and if you haven't noticed a little pattern that I get into, I basically try to run everything. It's way too much. I try to go into the Crash the Titans and get it rolling, like, you know, sooner rather than later. You know, but this week took me a few days. We had a couple things going on. Life happens. You don't care about that, right? Let's go. We got our new Catman here, Sam Wilson. Brave New World movie comes out real soon, right? I'm looking forward to it, if only because, you know, certain Marvel movies hit pretty hard, right? Kind of looking forward to seeing Red Hulk on screen. But more importantly, the character himself. I'm not going to dive into it too much. You probably saw my short, right? 4-star Sam feeds 5-star Sam. There's also feeders for Heimdall in there as well. And if you're anything like me, you got a few covers for him already. And yeah, I was pretty lucky to get enough to get one at least for everything, and then a few to save for later, a few shards worth. He's got these nice cheat moves, 6, 7, and 6. Do some decent damage, some board shake, some other stuff. We'll get into it in later stuff. Today it's all about the Crash of the Titans. It's only a lunch break. Come on, give me a break. I mean, puns, right? Here we go. First one right here. Crash the Titans featuring or against 3-star Dr. Doom. He's not even cheating. He's not trying. He's 444. I kid. Poor Dr. Doom. He's not going to get a win here, but Dr. Doom is an old 3-star. Whoa, what's up, PK? Or KP, sorry. I would say it the wrong way around. Happy lunch break, yeah. What's for lunch? A banana and a frozen meal. Yeah, I eat cheap because, you know, I like to spend my money on cool stuff. PK it is, you know. I mean, you know, I wouldn't argue with PK. Dr. Doom came into Marvel Puzzle Quest long ago. Like, what, year 1? Like, he was one of the older 3 stars. I remember when he got introduced, he had his black and his blue as they are. His purple has gotten, like, different over time. Now it makes traps and does stuff like that. It's never been that great. It's now more damaging than it ever was. But really, his bread and butter, his real way of being any sort of help to you, is the fact that he has a blue, well, that turns all blues on the board. Well, basic blues? I think it's all blues. Anyways, to black tiles. And that's really cool, but you have to have a level 5 to do that. They do not. And the black makes, for a costly 12 AP, what, 6? I think it's 6. Pretty strong attack tiles. But it's too costly for what it does. Way too costly. That said, he is one of the rare characters that makes a trap tile every turn. So if you have any quests that deal with making traps, you could always use him to just get one out there every turn. Much like our current 1-star Yelena Belova. Not as good as Arcade doing 2 a turn, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. At the end of the day, he's not that great. And the reason why is because his blue betrays itself. You need blue to fire it, and unfortunately, once you soak up enough blue AP from, you know, destroying blue tiles, more than likely, you don't have that many blue left to change into black, so you're not going to get your black up as fast as you'd like. And then his purple only does good damage if you have enough trap tiles out there, so you have to build up the trap tiles and then get the purple AP generated and then cast it, I can speak, and it does damage based on how many traps are out there. Oh, his traps, that is. And, well, it probably takes way too many turns to get it rolling to any respectable level. All there is to it. He's a pushover, and it's kind of sad because he's Dr. Doom. He should not be a pushover. I'm sorry, what was that? Loving the shirt? Oh, thanks, bud. Sports are in sim now. No way. Okay, full disclosure. I didn't run any sim fights yet. I've been running other PvP fights. I'm going to look. Hey, you brought me some news. I'm going to look. Clickety click. Holy mother. There they are. Wow. You can put your sports on and that's a big change. That's a big change. That allows a lot of shenanigans. There's probably some high up players that are really mad about that right now. I haven't heard about it much though. Like I know, like on Discord they talk about it a bit, but on Reddit usually I get to, there's some like overflow chatter about like, oh no, this is happening, or oh yay, this is happening, and it didn't happen yet. I didn't see that overflow chatter about that. Maybe I'm just blind to it, but I'll have to look. Anyways, I'll be sure to attack that with some appropriate support soon enough. Thanks for the news, dude. Really appreciate it. All right. Going on in. We get to use Mr. Fantastic. I mean, who better to go against Dr. Doom with, right? Reed Richards. Mr. Fantastic came into MPQ a few years later after Dr. Doom, but he's still an old-timer. He's been around the game for a while. Not one of the oldest 4 stars by far, no, but like he's definitely in the first half of the game's life, if we can, you know, narrow it down like that. His kit has undergone a few changes over time, but there's still one thing that remains really neat about him, and one thing that does not remain neat at all. How do I start with this? I'm going to say this Master of the Fantastic is probably the coolest thing that people don't abuse enough. I'm going to crank it up to 5 so you can see it at its biggest thing here. He basically, when you match an enemy special tile, and it doesn't matter what it is, it says special tile, right? So we're talking protects, attacks, strikes, countdowns, invisibility, repeaters, you get it, right? You give your most damaged ally, so in other words, the one who's got the least percentage of health, not just the lowest number, but the lowest percentage of health, so it's actually pretty fair, burst of health. That isn't the reason we're using this, though, let's be honest. If it's the 4th enemy special tile you've matched this battle, and come on, we know Polaris and Victorious, who's that? Maximus, I don't know why I said Victorious, Maximus, and other characters like that like to spawn a bunch of tiles out there, right? If it's the 4th special tile you've matched this battle, fire a random friendly power at no cost, and then reset the counter. In other words, just another 4 more, and you're doing it again. Yes, you could feed this yourself. You could literally team Mr. Fantastic with 4-star Carnage and start matching the enemy tiles that you're making and get your own free powers cast. No joke. It's a pretty sweet ability. The only thing is you do need enemy tiles to make this work, and you need to match them, not destroy them, so no M Thor or Mighty Thor shenanigans here. You need to match them. It's still not that hard to do, but of course, this means they need to be generated, they need to be on the board and present when you match them. And that's why it's not high level play, because people want abilities and stuff that work turn 1. It's still really good if you're coming up the ranks though. You're going to take a couple turns to win, so let's make use of them. Another really good ability, but maybe just a little lower on the tier level, is flexibility. Flexibility is kind of midway cost nowadays. 8 blue. Stun the target for up to 3 turns. I'll have it at level 5 for obvious reasons. Then you deal damage for every 4 friendly special tiles on the board. 4 friendly special tiles on the board. So this time he's not looking for enemy ones, he's looking for friendly ones. So this is where he teams good with friendly tiles. Hence why I mentioned 4-star Carnage earlier. He makes 3 friendlies and 3 enemies every turn passively. So he works really good on that front. Okay. And if you want free blue, green, or purple AP when you match enemy tiles, I'm just saying, you could always put in 4-star Medusa as your 3rd, and she'll generate AP for you for free, hence letting you cast flexibility faster. But you know, it's just an old timer team. I haven't done that in a long time. It's still pretty neat. Beyond that stun, friendly special tile stuff, enemy special tile stuff, free powers, then you have Imaginaut. This is the stinker of the group. Okay, I'm going to crank it up to 5 just so you can see its best potential, but it's still not that great. It costs you 10, a little expensive for nowadays. You get a 2-turn fortified black repeater, at least it's fortified, right? That has a random effect every time it reaches 0. So it can create strikes, protects, attack tiles, create charge tiles, and then generate actual AP for you, and also lock basic tiles. That's 6, count them, strike, protect, attack, charge, generate, and lock. 6 different things it could do. The problem is it's random and it takes 2 turns to do. You cast the ability and now you're waiting 2 turns to get that payoff, right? Someone could kill that repeater in that time. You could have it go and tick down to 0 once, and then it created, I don't know, let's say locks for you, and you're not running a Luna Snow team, or charge tiles for you, and you have no desire for charge tiles out there. Let's just face it, you don't know what you're getting, and that's why it's the stinker. Costing 10 black and having to wait for the payoff, and it can get removed before you even get anything. That's definitely the one I usually put down to 3. You see it at 4 right now because, well, I like to play around sometimes. We're going to do that right now, though. We're going to upgrade this. Bring that black down, because we're not going to need it. We're going to have a better amount of health regen because of that. The flexibility is still out there. The only thing about Imaginaut about having it at 3 is that it is now a 3-turn repeater, and this is the only tile, the only ability he has that lets him create friendly tiles. So in other words, my flexibility isn't going to do any damage unless I get Imaginaut really rolling. Kind of annoying, right? But hey, if you really want to get it rolling faster, figure out some way to get some AP. You can do it. We have lots of supports for it, or you can boost your AP starting. But I'm not going to do either this or that. I'm just going to roll with it as it is, and we're going to go through Dr. Doom, and we'll go from there, right? Right. Before I start, you know what I'm doing, right? If you've been with me for a while, you understand now. Character effects. It's a one-on-one fight. Why would you not have character effects on? It's not like we're running for placement rewards or anything. Let's go. And I'm all set over here. I think I am. Let's go. And we're in. Okay, so Dr. Doom likes black tiles. He likes blue tiles. We like black tiles. We like blue tiles. So obviously we want to aim for those first. We have no use for yellow anyways, and he has, well, he has a use for purple, but we're really not aiming for that at all. I guess we'll start with a cascade. Now, I could move that green forward to the right to try to get a blue down lower to match, but that just means the enemy's going to match it, right? They're going to want the blue. I mean, they could take the black over here on the left. There's two different black options. Let's just call it what it is. You don't want to give the enemy an option, right? So let's match this black away. He's going to match that black away. Then I could take this blue. And now I'm forcing him to take colors he doesn't care about. He didn't care about that yellow. He lucked into a blue match, but who cares, right? That's just one blue match. From here, I almost want to do this now because I'll get a match 4 of team up that'll go horizontal, but there's really no AP I'll gain in it. I'll just gain some team up AP, green and purple, and I don't care about none of that. So we're going to leave that alone. I'll match this yellow just for the straight up match damage. Keeping that black, I guess. Out of all these options, yeah. Okay, I will take that team up just because I'll get 1 blue AP out of it. It's small, but it's something. Gotta get me ah, he's gonna get that. Oh, I thought he was gonna take the blue. Didn't see that coming. Let's go with green into blue into purple cascade. And I gave him a match 4 blue. Could anyone see that coming? I didn't. I need 1 more blue and 1 more black, it looks like. So I guess I'll take this. Now, it does make a fortified 3-turn repeater. I got a chance that it'll stick around for a minute, so let's get it out there. I do like the animation for that one. That's, not gonna lie, it's one of the more fluid, like, intricate animations they have in the game. There's other good ones too, don't get me wrong, but like, usually they're kind of just a static image moving some way or shape or form, but it's actually a pretty decent animation for this game. There's a few options out there I want to look at. I guess we'll just take away his purple option because we don't have any blue, we don't have any black, we don't have any yellow. We could take team up, but let's just take away his option right there. Not to mention the match 5, but you get the point. I gotta take the black. I mean, the blue. I know my colors. Ah, don't match away my Imaginaut. This is one of those reasons why, if you were a little more savvy, or maybe you're just desperate, or whatever the case is, you could go in and grab a support like element guns or something like that to make it so when you make a match, you have a chance of fortifying your special tiles, right? Because then if this guy gets unfortified, like mine is now, you have a good chance of just fortifying it back up. Keep it on the board longer. I didn't do that because, well, let's be honest, I'm not really necessarily fishing for that right now. He has 12 black. He's going to cast his ability real soon. I'm trying to think about where I should put this. I think I'll just grab... Do I grab the blue? Or do I grab the black and make it another Imaginaut? I think I grab... Oh boy. I'm gonna grab the blue. I'm gonna grab the blue. I don't want him to have it, right? We already know he's gonna cast the black. Wow, that's a lot of cascading. This is one of those reasons we can't complain about enemy cascades, because sometimes it happens in our favor too, right? What's that? Lucky the dog spores. Yeah, Lucky's good. It could heal when matching. That's true. That is true. It's good stuff, honestly. I mean, we're in no trouble right now. Look at our damage compared to his, but it was mostly match damage, so let's be honest. I could cast this right now. I probably am going to cast this right now, if I'm being honest. Stun him for 3 turns, deal damage for every 4 friendlies on the board. I only have, what, 1, 2, 3 friendlies? The Imaginaut and 2 attack tiles. But if I stun him, he can't do much else about it, so let's go. Let's Stretchy, stretchy. Then we'll match these just to get rid of them. We matched 2 enemy tiles and 1 of our own. Do another Maginaut. We get 2 of these things out there. And do I match another one just for funsies? I think we do. I mean, he can't do anything about it. He's just sitting there all duct taped together. I like to imagine he's not holding him with a stretchy body. He just used his intellect to, I don't know, somehow wrap him in duct tape. It's my own silly imagination. Let me have it. Doot, doot, doot. There we go. He's almost dead. Maginaut goes off, right? Now we have 4 special tiles, right? No, 5 of 2 Maginauts, 2 protects, and an attack tile. You'll see that one there, and these there, and that there, and that, and that. That's 5 tiles. So if I cast this again, I'm going to kill him because of the damage for every 4 friendly special tiles on the board. And it's actually sizable damage for what it does. Duct taped him to death. Max 4 is kind of overkill unless it's support. What's that? Unless it's a support 4, then the match is a little slow. Yeah, you're right. Support characters are a little slow. You know what I've never done with one of the Fantastic Four characters? Use the Fantastic Car on them. It's so good on other people. We'll get into that in 1 second. Next, we're going to go against 3-star Cyclops. And in 1 second. All this extra sound from my machine over here. Let me just plug that in. There we go. 3-star Cyclops. Whew, what? Came into the game really close to Dr. Doom. He's an old-timer as well. He's not cheating either, just all 4s across the board. Cyclops is literally just a fancy damage dealer, but with one nice trick up his sleeve. He has a yellow that is really good at making red. Even to this day, if you're running puzzle gauntlets or something like that, where your objective is to create red or just what you want to do, his yellow is really good for it. It's not too expensive. I think it costs like 7 yellow, and you turn a bunch of team up tiles into red. So as long as you have no use for team up tiles, your Cyclops is really good, or 3-star Cyclops is good at making a lot of red AP for you like that. And of course, cascades and stuff from the subsequent matches you'll make. And of course, he uses red to do an optic blast, which literally just does a shot of damage. You know, hits hard, and I don't want. It's pretty cost effective, but it's not the best nuke in Redland. You would think Cyclops would have a really good red nuke, but it's not the best, but it's decent for what it does. Finally, his black is actually his most damaging one. It does a lot of damage, but he actually has a chance of self-stunning. So if there's too much going on the board, and we'll get into it, I'll show you when we get into the fight so you can see the exact numbers for yourself. If there's too much, he can actually self-stun upon it, but he does more damage as well. We'll look at it when we get in there. The fight's going to be pretty much the same. I'm going to increase a Maginaut up to this so we could try to get it off, I don't know, a little more often. I mean, I only need the 2-turn thing. All it does when it increases from 4 to 5, it doesn't really tell you, except for at the bottom. See that little fine text down there below the yellow stars? It says at next level, his device makes stronger strike, protect, and attack tiles and more protect, attack, and charge tiles. So if I put it up there, I'll get more tiles quicker. I'm actually going to do that, well, just cuz. Should we do that real quick? Let's see what this brings it down to. Same 4 enemy tiles matched, I get a free power. I just get less health for each enemy tile matched. I'm doing this also because, well, Scott's not making a lot of tiles. Like, really, like none. So I'm not going to get much return out of this ability. So we'll just leave it as it is. Also, I really want to look at Fantastic Car. I haven't paid attention to what it does on the Fantastic Four. I'll read it out loud. It's tiny text. So the first 4 times a special tile owned by the supported character is destroyed, they deal 6% damage to the target. I mean, so you're basically punishing people for your tiles getting destroyed. And it's only the first 4 times a special tile owned by the supported character is destroyed. So his tiles, he has to own them. Only the first 4, 6% damage upon getting destroyed. There's so many better things you could do with this. I mean, the fact that I can get extra matches just from making matches is good, but come on, we're trying to have fun with Scott Summers over here. Let's not just destroy him in one fell blow. Come on, here we go. We'll just heal up to make it fair. It's not really fair, is it? And let's go. Okay, we got... Oh yeah, we said we'd look at his black. Let's go. Full blast, 13 AP. Expensive, right? Very expensive for nowadays. Deals meh damage. I mean, look at that. At level 270, he's only going to deal like not even 5,000. Of course, it's not level 5 version. It's only level 4, but still. Deals very meh damage to the target enemy. If there are more than 9 red tiles on the board, he rips off his visor, because they had to say rip off, right? His visor, and gets full power. He deals an additional 2,500 approximate damage, but stuns himself for a turn. This actually scales a lot higher at level 5, goes up decently. Do I still think it's worth 13? No. When I build a 3-star Scott Summers, I do red to 5, yellow to 5, black on down to 3. I mean, I don't want to self-stun. I'm not going to use that damage. Usually someone else is doing better nukes at this point, but, you know, your mileage may vary. Okay, let's get into this. We want... Wow. I just now got a good look at the board. I mean, there's some good blue and red, and he wants the black too, so I don't want to give it to him for free. Let's just do this. Get the blue and the black, and we'll get out while getting's good. Or he could just take a crit and all that. Whatever. I mean, we gotta take the black, right? The fact that we can get an Imagine Not rolling, I think that's kind of important. And plus, he wants the black too, so don't let him have it. I guess... Oh, I can see a double 4 right here. Oh, not 4, but like matching blues. These have 4s on them. I'm calling them 4s for no reason. That's what I get for doing things on my lunch break, right? My brain's not here. Okay, so I need what? Another black man? Oh, there's a match 5. Gotta take that. That's just a must. I'll take this black. Now we're ready. Let's start casting, right? Let's get this Imagine Not rolling. It's better. It's rank 5 now. So it only takes 2 turns to go down, and it's going to get more tiles, stronger tiles going. We're going to wait for this to power up or to get more tiles out there so we can get that damage and just end him. I shouldn't say it so menacingly, but... I'm actually kind of not caring if Scott matches enough red tiles, yellow tiles, whatever. I'd rather, I don't know, have a little fun with them, right? I don't see any good blue match. Black. I mean, there's some yellow, but I don't really need it right now. Whatever. There we go. So now we have 4 special tiles on the board. Just 4. If we cast this, we win. It's a lot of damage. If you think about it, 3 turns of stun and damage like that, it's over 7,000 damage. I know I have him at max level for a 4-star, but still, that for a cost of 8, that's a really good return. It needs 4 special tiles though, so if you don't have those, then it just becomes an okay stunner. That's Mr. Fantastic in a nutshell, or Reed Richards. That's his Crash the Titans. I hope that helped you learn a little bit about taking down Doom or Scott Summers. They're probably not a problem for you. Supports can help us get through so many things nowadays. Even if you have an under-leveled character, you have other ways around this stuff. But yeah, that's it, and that's pretty much my lunch break too. Thank you very much for joining me, KP. I got it right this time. And I'll see you all real soon as I get back on here and, we'll play a few more rounds of something in there. I think there's a poll session coming up for us, too. I think so. Sam Wilson's here, so gotta expect that, right? Okay, talk to you later. Bye.